Hey, this is Todd Porsky and my partner Jordan Morse here at a cold and blustery Spartan Stadium.
Yeah, I would say it's a perfect Michigan day here. We started off the morning at 68 degrees. It's been cooling down ever since, and we are down to about 45 degrees. The wind is whipping left to right. The rain is falling. It is a nasty day. It is a football day in fall in Michigan.
There's no doubt about that, Jordan. And I think this is going to play right into Sparta's hands because the last couple of weeks they have run the ball.
They have ran the ball a ton. I heard Nick Gordon only passed the ball a couple times the past few weeks. I haven't been here, but I've been following the Spartans, and they take on NorthPointe Christian, the Mustangs, who are 2-3. They lost to Delton 6-28, which is a solid team. They lost they actually won against CP 14-7, who Sparta beat last week 35-6, and the kickoff is off to number 15, and it goes through his hands, Tristan Pranger. But in high school football, if the football goes into the end zone, that's an automatic touchdown. So it does not matter if he touched the ball or not.
So we're going to have first and 10 ball on the 20, and North Point Christian is going to open up on offense.
Team here, they're going to look to run the ball more and then pass it, but they are pretty big. They're pretty big for a small team.
Good size looking team. No doubt about that. Talking with some kids in my accounting class today, it looks like they're going to have a kind of a wing T offense under center.
Well, triple option quarterback takes around the edge. That's the senior Kohler on that for the Mustangs.
And he had some good yardage. He got the edge on the defense and a pickup of 12 or 13 yards right off the bat.
Yeah, if you really look at it, it's kind of that triple option that you see Army run on Saturday. He had the option to give it to the fullback. The end came down, took that option away, and he was running option right side, and there was no one there, so he took it all the way for a first down.
All right. First and 10, ball on the 34. North Point Christian's quarterback underneath center. And they give to the lead man right up the middle where he's met.
Yeah, 35 Wilkie's the senior, the fullback. So same play coming into our living room over here, but he decided to give it to the fullback instead of pulling it and going around the edge, and the Spartans had that one covered up. And you're going to see Spartans defense, they have to read their keys. They have to absolutely play team defense. If someone does not do their job, that means there's going to be a big play.
Do your job as the mantra for tonight. Second and 9, ball on the 35. Again, give up the middle, and Sparta's defense is there. Loss on the play.
Yeah, you had the number 15 for the Spartans, Borman, on the tackle. The freshman making that from the defensive end, a kind of corner position. Linebacker. Freshman playing linebacker.
Gotta love that.
Got to fill some big shoes. I love it. So will we see some early passing out of the Mustangs, which they don't want to do? So the Spartans are forcing them into kind of an uncomfortable situation, which is good.
Third and 8, ball on the 36. Pitch to the option guy. Ooh. And about a gain of 5 or 6.
Dylan Tarowski with the basic decleater right there. He tried to cut and he got underneath him, and he made a great tackle to give the Mustangs fourth down here.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th and 4, ball on the 40.
And you see no hesitation from the Mustangs right there. Their offense is staying out. They're on the Spartans 40, or their own 40, and they're going to go for it on 4th and 4 here. Early decision. It's like Riverboat Ron is coaching their team over there.
Right, they're looking to make a statement early. They trust their offense. Here we go.
Spartans.
Oh, the ball's on the ground.
Spartans are going to take over.
Yeah, they ran option coming towards us. The quarterback was going to keep it. The defense read it well, wrapped them up, and the quarterback put the ball on the ground. I tell you what, Jordan, it is not a nice night out for football.
Yeah,
Well, maybe it is for football.
yeah,
but
I'd say I looked at weather.com to get my meteorologist information. It was supposed to stop raining. It is not raining. It's not heavy. It's more of a mist, but dang, the wind is whipping as you look out underneath the lights. That wind is going fast from left to right.
Ball security is going to be important tonight. So we've got Nick Gordon in the shotgun. Dylan Farowski giving the ball, and he is met right at the line of scrimmage, and probably a loss of 1 or 2. NorthPointe had that one sniffed right out.
Yeah, when you looked at that line of scrimmage, NorthPointe Christian's running a 4-3, and it seemed like all 7 guys were in there. The Spartan offensive line maybe just beat on the play or confused, but there was a lot of Mustangs right there.
All right, we've got 2nd and 11, ball on the 41. Gavin Ashley at center. Nick Gordon in the shotgun.
You got one high safety running, so you got man defense right here.
Nick Schoonmaker with a nice run out to the left-hand side and gains about 8-9 yards.
Yeah, the Mustangs, Rhodey, number 12, the senior, and we have to have laundry on the field here, the flag.
Uh-oh, we don't like to see that.
Yeah, you notice when Schoonmaker went in motion, the safety went for him. That's telling the quarterback, Nick Gordon, that you're running man defense if people are running with them. And you can see they have a, looks like we got 5-yard face mask penalty on the Mustangs here. That's going to give us an automatic first down.
So we're going to have 1st and 10. Looks like the ball is going to be on the 29-yard line.
Yeah, so far the Spartans have been spreading the field out. They've had twins to both sides with a running back in the backfield, but it looks like that what they're going to is that spread out defense right now, using their speed.
That defense
yeah,
out
use their speed to get around the Mustangs defense.
Find the hole. Nick Gordon back for the pass. Little pass out to the flat and
little jailbreak screen.
2-3 yards.
Yeah, jailbreak screen. So you're asking a lot out of your wide receivers to block. I'm going to be honest, when you get those guys out there, it's not like you practice a lot on stock blocking. So it's going to be a difficult task for your wide receivers to block a defensive back.
2nd and 7, ball on the 26. Nick Gordon under center this time. Dylan Farowski with a jet sweep. Looks like first down yardage down to the 15 where they're out of bounds.
Yeah, the key to that success is basically setting the edge and get around the corner. And you saw Tarowski did a nice little move. The corner was free unblocked. He jogged him inside and then got around him and kind of made it a run for himself.
All right, we're 1st and 10, ball on the 15. Spartans are in business early here at Spartan Stadium.
Schoonmaker up the middle.
That's Schooney on the trap.
Yeah, number 2.
My old man eyes are playing tricks on me. I didn't see who he handed the ball off to. So Schooney at fullback. Our wings are Dylan Farowski and Sam Whitmore, number 8, and you'll probably hear their names a lot.
Yeah, Spartans started out with that spread, and now they're kind of bunching it, which we've seen the past few weeks.
Here we go, Farowski again. He's up down to the 2-yard line with a good, strong run. Touchdown, Dylan. Touchdown, Dylan.
Pretty, pretty.
And boom! She punches it through, and the Spartans are up 7-0.
Yeah, Evan Steinbacher on the hold there with a good kick by Bella Valoni. So that's very nice. Good, good. Can't start off much better if you're asking the Sparta head coaches there. You have a defense that makes a stop, forces a turnover on down. Spartans get the ball, drive the ball down, score the touchdown. You couldn't ask for a better start for the Spartans here.
Really a continuation of the last couple of weeks where the Spartans have really kept the ball on the ground, concentrated on the rushing game, and really been piling up the yards the last couple of
Bread
weeks.
and brother, keep to it and keep driving the ball. Do it until it don't work anymore. So it looks like Dylan Tarowski's going to kick the ball off for the Mustangs here.
Waiting on the whistle.
And we're waiting on more whistles.
Oh,
here.
Here we go. A last second run on for the NorthPointe Christian player. There we go. Nice deep kick down to the 10.
Number 3, Pearson, the sophomore. He's wrapped
good
up.
Good coverage on the kick.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so NorthPointe Christian's going to come out on its second try on offense. 5:49 left in the first quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 24. And let's see what NorthPointe Christian had up its sleeve this time. A lot of option the first time around. I'm sure we're going to see a little more of that. I tell you what, Spartans had that one played well.
Yeah, even though Brom, the senior, made a move, he only made it back to the line of scrimmage. And what's happening is they got the fake, but that Kohler, the senior, is getting so deep in the backfield that they have about 6 to 7 yards go before they even make it to the line of scrimmage.
Right.
He's gotta hand that off, keep tight to the head of the fullback, and get around that edge.
Straight down the line.
Yeah, he's almost taking like a drop step back, getting back in depth.
He's bubbling a little too much. Here we go. We've got 2nd and 10, ball on the 24 still. There we go. A pitch.
Sam Whitmore there.
Sam Whitmore all over it. Boom, and they whistle that dead.
Yeah, number 15, Pranger, the junior, trying to catch the edge. Looked like he thought he could get it, and the tree trunk of Sam Whitmore was there. I think he has the wing spread of a pterodactyl, so there's no getting around that lengthy tree.
Yeah, the Sparta defense had that one scouted out. They knew that one was coming, and huge loss. All the way back to the 20-yard line. So
if you're Mustangs, I think you got to go to the air here. The windows kind of subside. The rain is dead. We'll see what we do.
Here we go. Quarterback, they ran option. He's running loose, but still maybe a gain of 5 on the play, and it's going to be 4th down again.
Yeah, it looks like the Mustangs are going to send their punt unit on here. So still with the 3rd and 15, it might have been too long to actually even throw the ball. So the Mustangs kind of conceded, just ran their patented kind of triple option run right there.
Yeah, the coaching staff is not listening to you over there.
Yeah, they're right here to the left. Maybe they should tune in to figure out what's going on. But Dylan Tarowski's back deep to catch and receive the punt.
Wet, blustery day. NorthPointe Christian waiting for the snap on the punt.
Oh,
Oh, they're trying to fake it. And was that Sam Whitmore again?
Sam Whitmore, you can't get
Boom!
around those arms.
I
I'm
tell
telling you.
what, that fooled nobody.
I don't know if it was a planned fake. Looking at the sidelines over there, you got some look like some angry coaches, but it might have been, you practice that.
I think that punter was freelancing.
Yeah, you kind of practice that, and you kind of like, if you got it, go and give that guy the option because you trust him. And it seemed like he just made a bad decision on that one and trying to get around Sam Whitmore. But I do see if he got around him, he probably had the first down.
He may have had the first down.
So he tried the one-on-one, and it was not successful.
All right, we're 1st and 10. Sparta's on the 25. Dylan Tarowski has the ball. Maybe a gain of 2. But again, Sparta's keeping it on the ground and grinding it out, imposing their will upon NorthPointe Christian
Great starting
Mustangs.
position for the Spartans. Their own 40, their own 27. So just a great way to start the drive off.
Absolutely. 2nd and 8, ball on the 24. Dylan Tarowski, ball carrier again. He is close to a first down. He might be a yard or 2 short. It's going to be 3rd short.
Yeah, John Rosema, Ashley Twins, and Nate Dawson giving him a pretty good hole to run through. He's not really getting hit at the line of scrimmage.
He's making it easily into the second level of that defense and wreaking havoc. Here we go, 3rd and 3, ball on the 18.
And the NorthPointe Mustangs just came with a blitz, but Dylan Tarowski is still able to get a couple yards.
Yes.
I tell you what, you saw the linebackers creeping up, and it looked like they had him in the backfield, and he still managed to get about 1 yard.
Yeah,
it's going to bring up definitely a
4th
good
and
decision.
2. 4th and 2.
An
easy decision for Sparta.
I think
this
so.
Is definite 4-down territory.
I tell you what, I'd love to see here is a play action. It's a hard call to play as a coach because you're gaining yards every single down. But I would say a play action would be very nice. Oh, he squeaked through. Is he going to make it?
Keep your feet moving. Oh, it's going to be close.
It is. I think we're going to have to bring out the change. It did not look like he was going to get the first down to begin with.
Not a bit.
But it looks like the refs are signaling for everyone to get out of the way, that they might be pulling the chains out. And we're going to get a timeout for an official measurement brought to you by Maria's Pizza. Unofficially. Most exciting part of a game, basically like a pickle in baseball. You bring out the chains to see if the Spartans got the first down. It looks like they might be short.
Oh, just short.
That was not the home field advantage chain game we were looking for. That's for sure. But good effort by Dylan Tarowski, I tell you that it seemed like he did not have a chance to get that first down, and he made it really close. So NorthPointe Christian will take over on downs. But still, we pin them deep, which is nice. They start on the own
definitely
21.
Bad field position for the Mustangs. We've got 1:54 left here in the first quarter. Sparta's up 7-0. Let's see if NorthPointe Christian can get some momentum on offense here.
Flag on the play. That's the old foul play. So the fullback gets a fake, and the quarterback basically latches on.
Gets right in his hip pocket and follows him.
And it looks like we're going to have a legal procedure. There was a side judge over here, so that means there's probably too many men on line of scrimmage. We're going to go all-start legal procedure. Spinning those arms mean both. It means travel in basketball for
no backfield in motion.
So I haven't seen a lot of variety here from NorthPointe Christian. They're usually faking up the middle, run triple option, but that's all we've really seen out of them. So don't know if they're hiding all their tricks until they have to, but
Well, I'm sure this is their bread and butter, and they're going to start the game trying to do what they want to do until Sparta says they can't do it. So 1st and 15, ball on the 11. Fullback up the middle. Maybe a gain of 3 before the Spartans swarm in there to make the tackle.
Yeah, if we run that play back, 63 John Rosema was responsible for the fullback. He just got to go on like a heat-seeking missile towards that fullback, and he can't be thinking about going towards the quarterback because that's, like I said, team football.
I tell you what, you talked about it right at the beginning of the broadcast, Jordan. Sparta's defense has to be disciplined. Every man's got a job to do to stop this type of offense, and they've done that. They've done a really good job.
Oh, squirt up the middle.
Of, you people take care of the fullback, you people take care of the quarterback, you people take care of the pitch man. Don't look inside. Do your job.
Yeah, it's almost like gap responsibility football,
Yeah.
except now you have a man, and you got to go get your man. And if you don't, make sure you get your guy. Because the one time you don't, he might give fullback, not the fullback, not the fullback, not the fullback. The one time you don't take your job seriously, there he goes up the middle.
All right, we've got 3rd and 3, ball on the 23. Oh! Sparta had that one smelled out.
Moose, the nominee for Player of the Week last week, made a good play. I don't know if you call that wing coming around that it's going to counter play coming up there, but it's almost a little bit of a delay and then runs into basically an ISO. And Moose was not fooled.
Not a bit.
So what do you think here? 4th and 2, NorthPointe Christian likes to go for it.
Man, this deep, I want to punt the ball. And if I'm the NorthPointe Christian coaching staff, I'm going to put my arm around the punter and say, make sure you punt it this time. No freelancing. So
looks like the offense is still on the field, and the Mustangs are going to roll the dice. The only thing we're fighting for here is playoff position because everyone makes the playoffs.
Everyone makes the playoffs.
Like whose line anyways, where the points don't matter and they're all made up. So, yeah, it looks like they're going to go for it here.
We've got 4th and 2, ball on the 23, 9 seconds left in the first quarter. And let's see what NorthPointe has cooked up here. Option. Oh,
the senior Kohler gets around the edge, and he's going to get a first down. And you know what? That's really big for the Mustangs. I think they're looking at momentum. The first quarter rolls down to an end here to kind of bring momentum into that second quarter.
So we're going to switch sides here. And I tell you what, if you look at that last play, the quarterback came straight down the line. Did not bubble into the backfield like we've seen him do, and he was able to find a hole and exploit the defense and get that first down. So whatever Sparta was doing on the first couple of drives, they need to dial that back in.
Definitely their favorite play is that fullback read option to get to the outside. Seems like Kohler is definitely one of their best athletes in the backfield. But just like the wing tee, you can't let this offense wind you to sleep because we've been run. I think we're going to see a pass here. You just got to time it correctly.
There's no doubt. They'll sneak one in just when people are sucking
I
up.
really think this would be a perfect
line.
time for NorthPointe Christian to throw in kind of a play action, sneak a running back out of their formation and get them deep. Because I think the defensive backs mode is just run. They're just flying up. So it's be a good opportunity to see if they take advantage of it.
All right, beginning of the second quarter, we have 1st and 10, ball on the 30. Let's see what NorthPointe has. And there it is. You called it, Jordan. It's a pass. He's rolling out. Nobody open, and he runs for about 7 yards.
Yeah, Spartans covered it great. I was watching Tarosky and number 21 for the Spartans, Busen. They were backpedaling at the beginning. I'll give them kudos. They were not going to be sucked up, so they read their keys in the game off the line of scrimmage. So that told them they got to get back. So still successful play for the Mustangs here as Kohler gets outside and gains some yards, though.
2nd and 5, ball on the 35. NorthPointe coming to the line. More of a double wing look here. Still, there's the fullback up the middle. Maybe a gain of 1.
Yeah, 35. Wilkie, I think that's around it. Tough run. Up middle there. Kind of a little different formation. Still the same play. I think this is 2 down territory for the Mustangs here. They're not have to go for it. So I expect 2 runs in a row here from them to make sure they get it. So not a bad option to play action right here.
Right. 3rd and 1, ball on the 38. Boom, they just pound it, and it looks like they're going to get a first down, and they move stick. All right, ball on the 41. Spartans are up 7-0 early in the second quarter. NorthPointe up to the line.
Sparta 5-3 defense. Uh-oh. Get deep.
Quarterback had a guy open.
Number 5, Brand, was deep. He had a step on Tarosky back there. And it's like he just missed and didn't see him. He tried the receiver Brown on that one.
He threw that one high and outside.
Yeah.
Sam Whitmore with his giant arms caught that one.
I like the Mustangs passing. Show that threat. Give everyone something else to think about except the run here.
Great point. Go 10. And option coming at us.
Nice
Good
job, Sam Whitmore. Skittles out there stringing it out. You guys thought as a DB to make quarterback make a decision. And you could tell he was staring at one right there, wondering is he going to come at me or not. And he got to make a decision. It was a good game for the Mustangs, but it could have been bigger. But Skittles out there on the DB making a good play.
No doubt about that. Strung that out. And not a big gainer, but positive yardage. Here we go. It's 3rd and 6, ball on the 45. Ooh.
Dangerous play by the
Again,
Mustangs.
We've talked about it again. That quarterback got 4 or 5 yards into the backfield and instead of attacking defensive end and coming straight down the lane. By the time he pitches that thing, he starts deep.
There is a run, or there's got to be a run back option for that because the Spartans are flying down. So I can see them if they adjust a little bit, if that guy sits back, and the Mustangs look like they're bringing the punt team on after a pretty successful drive. Their most successful one of the night here.
Sure. We're 4th and 8, and NorthPointe punted away, play field position here. Try and pin the Spartans back in their own territory. And what do we have? A flag?
Delay a game.
Oh.
Might be giving their player more room. You don't see a lot of that in high school football.
Not a bit. so we'll try this again. Point up to the line. We're going to punt. Who's back here? Dylan Tarowski's back for the Spartans. Looking to field the punt. Oh, he put the ball on the ground.
Not a design fake for this one.
No, that was out of necessity. Again, it's cold, it's wet. The snap was kind of a arcing
Floater.
snap, a floater. That's a great description. And he dropped it. Then I think if he could have picked it up on the first time, he could have got the punt off. Once he put it down a second time, it's all over.
It's like they put Vaseline on a pig. He couldn't pick it up
Could
for
not
sure. That
pick
is
it
definitely a hard one to handle. And we continue to be puntless here at Spartan Stadium tonight, even though there's been a couple attempts. Once again, great field position by the Spartans.
Oh, wow.
We have not started in our own our own territory this game.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 31. Dylan Tarowski out to the side, and he did not get the edge. The defense met him. He's going to lose a yard or two.
Stampede of Mustangs out there.
It's going to be 2nd and 11, ball on the 31. Spartans will try it again.
Yeah, you wonder when the Mustangs are going to pick up on that crackback. They should teach those guys on the end to turn their backs, because then the crackbacks cannot hit them. To turn that shoulder, basically it's a back and block in the back.
Nick Gordon, there's that jailbreak screen again. And that's a gainer just short of a first down. Who was that? Was that number 4?
Yeah, I think so on the tackle there, Rhodey. I tell you what, the best thing about a jailbreak screen is to watch the big man run like wild hogs that just let the pen open. I'll tell you that. You saw that left side of the line get down and spread out and fly down the field, so that was very nice to see.
Here we go, 3rd and 1, ball on the 22. Nick Gordon in the shotgun. Dylan Tarowski, they're going to pound him up the middle for a first down. He gains an easy 4 or 5 yards, and they move the sticks.
Yeah, great opening by the offensive line. You saw that open up. Looked like Schoonemaker basically was a lead blocker. So kind of like an ISO from a shotgun position. And the Sparta faithful are getting a little chipper here, clapping around trying to warm themselves up.
1st and 10, ball on the 17. Nick Gordon under center. He gives it to Tarowski on a jet sweep. And he gains about 8 yards. Hey, I told I've got about 5 football players in my accounting class. I said I'd give more of a shout out to the offensive line. So Gavin Ashley at center, Jaden Ashley at guard, Moose is at guard. I want to say
54 not on the roster,
but
is
no,
that?
that's Ben Post.
Is that Ben Post?
Ben Post
Okay.
is at a tackle.
And Garrett DeGraff on the other side.
Garrett DeGraff is our other tackle, an accounting alumni from last year. So the offensive line's been doing a great job this year, opening up holes. NorthPointe had that one smelled out and met the running back right in the backfield. So we're going to have 3rd and 3, ball on the 10. I smell a counter play coming.
Ooh.
A gator?
I think right up the middle. 3rd and 3 here. And there's Tarowski up the middle.
It was almost like you knew it was going to happen. Nice run. 1st down and goal on the 3. Let's make that 1st and goal on the 5. 5 minutes, 34 seconds left in the half. Spartans are up 7-0, looking to build on their lead.
Get to Whitmore to the wide side of the field. There it is, getting outside.
He's going to walk in.
I tell you, who's number 73 rumbling, stumbling out there? The Moose, Justin Mantelowicz, had his horns rolling out there looking to kill someone. He even needed to hit someone, but he got a little piece and Looked like Sam Whitmore just goes in
Sam
almost.
rumbles
Yeah.
for a Sparta touchdown.
Looks like he's gliding with those long
Yeah.
legs of his. He's on ice skates.
Bella Valoni out again, kicking for extra points.
Oh, that's good. Nice. I'm back with a hold. I don't know who's snapping out there. I was trying to see.
But Bella 2 for 2 for the night. Sparta is up 14-0. About 5 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, I'd like to give that snapper a shout out. I actually did that in college, and I tell you what, they only notice if you screw up. You could do 100 out of 100, but you screw one up, they're going to remember you for that one. High pressure job. So all snaps have been good.
All right, Spartans are lining up to kick the ball off. Dylan Farowski is the kicker.
I think we got a big drive coming up for the Mustangs. They're down 14-0. Spartans getting the ball after halftime. They got to do something with this drive before the game could get out of hand for them.
I tell you what, if NorthPointe just doesn't turn over the ball, this could be a different game. I mean, Sparta has had unbelievable field position all game long.
That's an understatement, too. We've been inside the 40, the Mustangs.
All right, kind of a high kick.
Ron, the junior takes it.
Boom, out to the 43-yard line.
And the Mustangs will have their best field position to date, so see what they can do with it.
We've seen glimpses of how this offense can work.
Yeah, and you know what? The Spartans have been throwing some doozies. Like I said, when we started the second half, they started off with a pass, and the Spartans covered it. I thought NorthPointe missed the receiver deep. Other than that, Spartans to do tonight.
Agreed. Playing very, very good assignment defense. And here comes the option.
Ooh.
Oh, nice tackle.
Melvin Gordon.
Woo!
And you can
that
see
quarterback thought he was going to climb the ladder and go right over him, and Melvin took his legs out and said, "You are going nowhere."
It goes to seem that I think everyone might not notice, but John Rosema does a great job of hitting the fullback in the backfield. So what that does is makes the quarterback go wide and gives your other wide players time to come up on the ball. So great job by Rosema there.
Here we go, 2nd and 8, ball on the 43. Right up the middle to the fullback, maybe a gain of 2.
Yeah, Moose and Seth Phillips on the tackle there.
Yeah, the interior defensive line is really doing a nice job taking away the fullback game for NorthPointe.
Yeah, definitely. We got Rosema on one side, Whitmore on the other. I think they tally together for about 27 feet in length if you spread them out.
A lot of wingspan there.
Yep, and you got the big boys, Moose inside, and you got number 78, Kobe Vanderleest. That's a lot of meat right there. That's a lot of meat.
A lot of beef.
And Seth Phillips.
So 3:38 left. Ball on the 4-6.
NorthPointe's going to talk this one over. Feel like it is a big play. Like I said, we got 3:35. You got 3rd and 5. NorthPointe's probably going to go for it again or try a 3rd attempt at a punt. But we'll have to see here. Yeah. Their tendency is to go towards the wide side of the field, and I think they got to break that tendency. It just seems like everything's going. They're trying to get space and create space. They got to come get towards the short side of the field.
Just to change it up.
Yeah, just to change it up. Spartan seems like they have their number. They can kind of sit back with their DBs if they got any play action and see what they can kind of muster up here as the rain has started again, going left to right. I wouldn't say as hard at the beginning of the game, but it is still raining.
All right, and both teams coming back out onto the field. Looks like they've had enough time to talk things over. Again, 3rd and 5, ball on the 46. Let's see if NorthPointe takes Jordan's
I think we're
comments into
we're still gonna get the
effect
wide
here.
side of the field. It's gonna.
Attack. And again, look how deep he is.
Oh!
But I tell you what.
74-yard run for 8 yards, I think that was.
I agreed.
He was back at the 40, and he made it to the 40, and that was 7 yards. He ran 20 yards for 7.
4 yards in the backfield, pitches it back 3 more yards.
Kudos to Sam Whitmore back there.
18 more yards to get the first
He
down.
hits the fullback right away, forcing the quarterback to go around. He was more drifting at the beginning, but now our ends are forcing the quarterback to get around, getting them deep in the backfield.
Fullback up the middle for a couple. It's going to be 2nd and 8.
Yeah, once again, all the motion is to the wide side of the.
I feel like we're going to set up a counter at some point in time.
There's no time like the present being 14-0 here. If they got it, they should use it. They got to pull maybe 1 or 2 bags out of the trick and just show something.
Ball's on the 40. We've got about 2.5 minutes left in the half. 2nd and 8.
To the boundary fine lane. Nice run by the quarterback.
Quarterback read that well.
But you can see the difference. When that fullback gets past the line of scrimmage and that allows the quarterback to go right off of his hip, he's up there quick on the line of scrimmage and can gain yards.
Oh, there's no doubt. That makes all the difference in the world.
Mustang's up here quick.
3rd and 3, ball on the 41.
Same.
No harm, no foul right there. But I tell you what, the quarterback is going straight back into the backfield at almost a 45-degree angle.
And that's a little different than the triple option because it seemed like he wasn't even giving a fake to the fullback. He kind of just got out.
Maybe a speed option look.
And he saw about 6 Spartans out there, and he said, hot potato, I don't want this football anymore, and gave it away to this running back.
I'm sure his running back might have something to say to him at halftime.
Yeah, that's probably for sure.
We've got 2nd and 18.
Kind of a counter.
Nice tackle there.
Nice job by Seth Phillips and Moose on that one. Justin Mentelowitz sniffed it out. Longer developing play gave them a chance to get in.
Nobody.
Yes. Mustangs had a great drive going until that last play where they decided to get back in the backfield and lose about 10 yards. And now we've kind of – what do you do here?
Well, it's got to be a pass. Think trick play. I'm thinking.
They got 2 downs. They've kind of decided to not rush it, get the time down low. If they do get a first time, imagine they're going to speed it up here a little bit. But
it's going to be 3rd and 19, ball on the 41. Let's see what they have. Straight drop back.
15's wide open, backside.
And he heaves it down in the end zone. And who came up
he caught it.
Oh, he caught it down at the 2-3-yard line.
I tell you what, that was a jackpot for 500 to go up and get it. Got it. And number 2, Braun, the senior, comes down with it, and you see this.
That's a big play.
That's a humongous play for the Mustangs.
It's 1st and goal on the 2.
Mustangs have 2 timeouts here. They don't got to hurry too much.
Option. And they meet him right at the 1-yard line. Sparta defense says no.
You get a timeout here, so 1-yard line.
16 seconds left in the half.
Mustangs are going to definitely have time to probably run 2 plays here.
So one timeout left after this?
Yeah, they're going to have 1 timeout, so I imagine you can draw up a run play here, call timeout, and then you might draw up 2 if you don't get it in. I think you're definitely looking at the Mustangs trying to punch it in and get a touchdown here before half and make it kind of –
it would make it a game.
It'd make it a game. You know, Spartans, I feel like, have dominated, great field position. They've turned the ball over a couple times, and then the Mustangs getting a ton of momentum if they are able to put this in the end zone before halftime here.
Again, I think the Sparta defensive coaches preaching assignment, assignment, assignment.
Yeah,
I feel like they're going to pound that fullback
I
right
think
up the middle.
we're going to
Or
probably see maybe a potential sneak. It looks like they're at the 2, maybe a little far out, but I
we
think
saw
it's going to be
one play
fullback.
where the quarterback followed the fullback.
And we are straight to wing T here for the Mustangs, so they've changed up their MO here. Have a
Wishbone,
inverted.
baby. Wishbone.
And it's quarterback sneak, and he looks like he's going to get in.
In for the touchdown. Wow, that big pass play. It was 3rd and long, and he threw that ball up for grabs, and NorthPointe came down with it, and they get themselves on the board.
Yeah, give them kudos making the play when it needed to be made. As the wind starts whipping heavier and heavier here at Spartan Stadium with the rain coming down more often, it is getting uglier and nastier here at Spartan Stadium. You love October in Michigan. They're going to go for 2 here for the
call
Mustang.
by the coach. Well, it will be if they make it. Let's put it that way.
Looks like he can be short.
Short. That guy came around in motion, went off tackle. Sparta was waiting for him. 14-6, 11 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know if we're going to see much here. Spartans are going to get the ball.
We'll see what happens with the kickoff.
But you can see the rain just looking at it, kind of sometimes not even going left to right. It's getting whipped up in the air. So it's a whirlwind down there. Tell you what, it's nice to have the crowd.
Yeah, no doubt. It's good to hear the PA announcements in the morning and saying tickets are on sale, come and buy them, and then to see a line of students. People are hungry to see some football in person.
Amen. This is breaking news from the NFL world. I don't think people are going to guess this one. The Buccaneers have just signed free agent Antonio Brown to the Buccaneers. So he rejoins Tom Brady, but not with New England, but with Tampa Bay. So we'll see. We wish him the best. Hope he's in the right mindset. And they can make it through a couple games.
Tom's going to have someone new to throw to.
I think he's got every weapon in the world. So kickoff by number 46.
Oh, it's an onside kick. And Sparta does a nice job of fielding that. 10 seconds left on the clock. I'm sure the coaches were saying, watch the onside kick.
If you're in that front line, your eyes are on the ball until it goes into the air. Once you know it's in the air, then you can drop back. But other than that, you're staring at that sucker just for that reason.
So will Sparta take a knee or will they take a shot?
I'm going to say a knee here. They're going to get the ball at halftime or after halftime. Nasty weather.
I agree.
I like to see teams take a knee, not even run a play. You risk injury, you risk losing the ball, scoop and score, all this jazz, but they're going to run it. Taraz gets the middle.
Run the clock out.
Yep. And that's going to take us to halftime. So, big touchdown for NorthPointe Christian at the end of the half to give the momentum going into the locker room. See what the coaches can do. This is what they get paid for. Hopefully they're not like the Cowboy players and are going to dog them at halftime, that they don't make adjustments and don't even basically push them or make adjustments. So we'll have to see. We're going to have our superintendent, Mr. Bush, with Mr. Owens interviewing them for you. So you got that coming up. We'll see you after halftime.
So good to be back at halftime. I'm Paul Owens and have the distinct privilege of being in the booth with our superintendent, Mr. Pete Bush. Thank you for coming in again, Mr. Bush.
Oh, thank you, Paul. It's always great to be here, and another beautiful football night here in front of us.
Yes, it is. And the Spartans are ahead, which makes us happy. Hey, let's kick right off with the topic that's first and foremost in everybody's mind. Can you give us a update on COVID and how that's shaking out for Sparta area schools?
Yeah, I almost hate to talk about it tonight, Paul, because we had a really good week this week. We haven't
Awesome.
had any positive test results in terms of our staff and students this week. We still have a few students who are out on quarantine from previous, situations, whether they got exposed outside of school. But overall, it was a really good week for us, and we're really pleased with where we are as a school district. We completed our 9th week today, and almost a quarter of the way through our school year, and things have gone really well. So we are really pleased with where we are, but we also want to remind our kids and our staff and our community not to let our guard down. Don't take anything for granted right now, because cases are up in the county. They're up in the region.
Yep.
There's been a lot of school districts that have had to shut down for a few weeks, and we want to do everything we can to avoid that in the future. I also want to mention that our school board has a meeting on Monday night, and we will, as we will do every month, we'll reconfirm our plan, which continues with both a face-to-face learning and a virtual learning option for parents. And at this point, we don't anticipate making any changes to that plan.
Seems like it's working good. And students and staff and support staff seem to be really engaged and trying to do their best. Um, So let's turn and think about the winter sports season. What have you heard about that?
Well, the MHSAA actually met this week, and they just released a memo this afternoon stating that our winter sports seasons are going to start practice on time. So that is good news. They are still working on safety protocols and procedures for specific sports in terms of what's going to be required in terms of athletes wearing masks, what our competition guidelines are going to look like. I know they said that they will not be allowing any preseason scrimmages where schools are in competition with each other. But it looks like schools will be able to start competing on time in early December. And there may be some potential for delays based on how the preseason practices go. But overall, we're just excited that our kids are going to get to start practice on time.
Well, I can speak very confidently that the students in the classrooms are excited, and they no longer take awesome things like sports for granted. So that's really great news. So tonight's a big game, and we're hoping that this might turn into something for us in the playoffs. Do you have any feedback for us on that?
Yeah, it's week 6, obviously, of a 6-week season with the adjustments that we had with COVID at the start of the year. The good news is that all teams that played a minimum of 4 games do qualify for the playoffs. So we have already qualified. If we can hold our lead tonight, it looks like we would be in a position to host a first-round playoff game next week, which would be really exciting, I think, for our kids and for any of our community and parents that would be able to attend. The playoffs will be extended this year because of more teams being in, but there's potential for us to play another 4 or 5 football games yet this fall, and so we're hoping that our kids get the opportunity to play here at home next week and can extend their season a few more weeks and get a few more games in this fall.
That is exciting. Nothing like playoff football, and I'm rooting for a home game next week. We can continue the action and our conversations at halftime.
Absolutely.
I look forward to it every time that we have a game here. Thank you so much, Superintendent Bush. I appreciate being here. And as always, thank you for your excellent leadership and the visionary that you are. And please stay tuned for the second half. Thank you so much for joining us.
All right. Thank you, Paul.
Hi, my name is Brad Wood. I'm the principal here at Sparta Middle School, and we just want to say
Thank
you.
you.
I'm Mr. Banigas,
Hi, I'm Miss Ferran.
and we just wanted to say thank you.
Thank
We love
you.
the middle school. Did a great job.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Carol Russell, and on behalf of the counseling and KSSM team here at Sparta Middle School, we just want to say thank you.
On behalf of the science department, we'd like to say thank you for our beautiful new building. We're standing in one of our state-of-the-art science rooms, spectacular facilities. We can't wait to do some hands-on labs with the kids. So, from all of us, thank you. Thank you.
Hi, we're the Sparta Middle School Special Education staff, and we just want to thank the community of Sparta for the wonderful new space that we have here. It's beautiful, and it's going to really benefit the kids, and we thank you very, very much.
Thank
you.
From the middle school math department.
Thank you.
We are the English Language Arts Department.
Thank you so much. We love the new building.
I'm Mrs. McKellar in the STEM room.
I'm Mrs. Aiken in the art room.
And we love our new space.
We love our space.
From the Sparta Middle School Social Studies team, we can't wait to share this amazing new space with you.
We love the building.
Hey, welcome back to the second half here at Spartan Stadium. The Spartans are leading 14-6. NorthPointe Christian lined up for the kick, and boom!
Goes the dynamite. Schoonamaker. The run.
Nice catch. He's up to the 35. It's going to be 1st and 10 on the 40. So the Spartans are looking to pick up where they left off in the first half with a punishing ground game, opening up some holes and running the ball.
Yeah, this is where the coaches really make their money, halftime adjustments. I think when you look for NorthPointe Christian, they got to be able to stop the run. That's the key, up the middle, outside. We'll see what they do to stop that. Spartans don't have to change too much. They just got to be consistent in what they've been doing.
Dylan Tarowski up the middle, pounds into a linebacker and keeps his feet moving. 11-yard gain for a first down.
Yeah, he had a Moose do another great kick out to give Dylan a nice full head of steam. Basically a airplane going down a runway there for a nice gain and a first down. Gets the Spartan crowd a little live here.
Fired up. 1st and 10, ball on the 46. Nick Gordon in the shotgun. And he drops back. Oh.
Split the receivers perfectly right there. If that's what he was going for, but I don't think that was his intentions.
I think there's a miscommunication there.
Yeah, he had basically 4 dig routes from all wide receivers there. I would like to tell you that me and Toporski stepped outside, and the wind is no joke. We have been talking about it all night, but stepping outside, if you're listening from at home, congratulations, because it is cold, wet, and rainy out here.
Yeah, it is. It's nasty out. 2nd and 10, ball on the 46.
Gator.
Here we go. Dylan Tarowski again, and he was met full force by a Mustang defense, and they drove him back. No gain. So it looks like NorthPointe talked about stopping Dylan Tarowski at halftime.
Yeah, I imagine they talked to defensive line. It looks like they got an extra one in there, kind of running a 4-2 with DBs on the side, probably trying to pinch in here a little bit. See what the Spartans do. Interesting. It's 3rd and long for the first time all night, I'd have to say.
Nick Gordon still in the shotgun.
Yeah, basically,
we're going to talk about it.
Timeout was called. You had twins to both sides, and basically you had looked like man with a free high safety. So that guy's just getting deeper than the deepest. So basically, you got your DBs on islands. They have to cover, but also make sure they don't get beat deep. So I don't know if Busen saw something that he would like to call or wanted to put in, but you know, I like the wide receiver screen, or jailbait screen, because it gets everyone flowing. It's a nice, short, accurate pass that they can get upfield and get fast. So,
all right, looks like both teams are going to come back out on the field, line it up. Again, we are 3rd and 10, ball on the 46. Spartans looking to move the chains on the first possession of the second half.
So basically same formation, except they take one of their slot receivers, bring him back in the backfield. They might swing it out. There's a jailbreak screen. They got some room. Oh, he should have kept coming towards us. He had a lane in the middle, and that's where it's designed, and Melvin kind of cut it up a little too early. But I think it was the right call. Accurate completion, short pass, and a big stop for the Mustangs. They take that momentum that they had in the second quarter and bring it into the second half.
4th and 6, ball on the 49. It looks like Sparta is going to punt. They're going to play a little field possession and try and kick it deep and pin NorthPointe Christian back.
Is that the
Evan
Steinbacher right there? Is that number 9?
Nice punt. NorthPointe was coming after it. And looks like the ball's going to be put dead down at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, sorry, that was number 9, Michael Reardon on the punt there. Nice snap, nice kick. Going against the wind, might I add you, so that is very tough with the rain as well.
So, yeah, with the wind factored in, that's a great punt. So, we are 9:46 here in the third quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 30, and let's see what NorthPointe Christian has going. Same thing, they give to the fullback, and he is met by a brick wall of Spartans and probably no gain.
Like I said, you get a big defensive line for Sparta up there. You got Moose, Phillips, Whitmore, Rosema. Those are some big dudes that you got to move around for NorthPointe Christian. But make no mistake, those Mustangs are pretty big up line. So it's a good battle going in the trenches right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of beefcake on that defensive line. 2nd and 10, ball on the 30. And we're running option. Oh, and he's met deep back. Oh, and they got to blow that dead. I tell you what, again, that running back is not going to be happy with the quarterback because he keeps on just laying that ball out there.
Yeah.
And he has nowhere to go.
I'm telling you, NorthPointe Christian has to have an option out of that because they have Spartans are flying to the ball, and they have no answer. It's either the fullback up the middle or option out wide. There hasn't been a lot of variety for these Mustangs.
Yeah, outside of the big pass at the end of the first half, Sparta's done a really nice job at stopping this option game. And here we go again. It looks like quarterback's going to throw. He's rolling out. He doesn't see anything.
Oh, we got to get rid of it.
Boom! Out of bounds. He is tackled for another big loss.
Yeah, it seems like Rosema was there. Sam Whitmore did a great job on the edge, extending it, not letting the quarterback get around so he could attack the line of scrimmage and throw it. Great coverage. We call that coverage sack right there. Nice job by the DBs helping out their D-line.
Yeah. So it's 4th and a long.
See if NorthPointe
4th and
Christian
24
can get a successful punt off here. I think we're 0 for 3.
Yeah.
They got their wind at their back.
Nice snap, and the punt is off. It's a
Nice
short punt.
high punt, though.
Ball's going to be touched dead, 48-yard line.
And the Spartans once again start in Mustang territory. Broken record.
Yes. They have had fantastic field position all game long. What they have to do is cash in on it.
Yeah. Work all week, cash in at the bank.
So, 1st and 10, ball on the 48. Offense comes out to line up. We've seen Nick Gordon throw it a few times, 2-3 times. They've all been jailbreak screens. Nick Gordon under center. Give it to Dylan Tarosky on the jet sweep. It looks like he's got 6-7 yards.
Yeah, nice pursuit by Sweeney, the senior, from behind running he's a very big boy running that skinny guy down.
So it's going to be 2nd and 4, ball on the 42. Wind and rain still blowing around out there. Double wing, Scooney in the backfield.
He's offset
Here comes
to the
Whitmore.
left. Oh, and number 5 for the Mustangs.
Knifes into the backfield and takes Sam Whitmore down.
Yeah, you said Scooney was in the backfield, but he was actually offset towards us. So that might have been a little of a towel for the Mustangs, and that guy just shot the gap. But I tell you what, if Whitmore makes it on the edge, we definitely have a nice gain. So
yeah, there's no doubt about that. It's going to be 3rd and 9, ball on the 47.
I'm going to say Tarowski to the wide side of the field here in motion.
All right, here we go.
Nick Warren keeps
Nick
it.
Gordon rolling out.
Oh, he stuck it in there.
Oh, my. Who caught that ball? Is that it? Antonio?
Number 18.
Antonio Lamancusa.
I tell you what, the
Wow.
DB was giving pursuit, and it must have whizzed right by his ear hole into Lamacusa's hands.
That pass made me scared, but Antonio came up with a catch, and Sparta's 1st and 10, ball on the 24-yard line. And we're going to pound it down to the 20. Wow, big pass play, nice pass by Nick Gordon. Antonio Lamancusa comes up with a catch for a big gain on a 3rd and long play.
Yeah, great play call. Like I said, they fake Taraski to the outside, suck in the corners, and then they throw it above their heads. So very nice play call and very nice execution from the Spartans.
2nd and 7, ball on the 23.
We're going to the air here.
Oh,
and
another
4.
pass to that Steinbacher.
Yeah. Evan with some, basically like a bowling ball or pinball bouncing off people right there. Fighting for the 1st down. Way to secure the wet ball in these conditions.
Quick pass out and let him run. 1st and 10. Ball on the 10. Spartans come to the line. Nick Gordon in the shotgun, flanked by Dylan Taraski and Nick Schoonmaker. Taraski has the ball, runs it down to the 6-yard line.
Yeah, early on in the second half, you've kind of seen the Mustangs have done a pretty well job keeping Taraski in check in the run game, and they went to Nick Gordon to kind of move the ball on this drive, and it's been successful. So it's going to be an interesting second half for the Spartans to move the ball.
Well, I tell you what, NorthPointe has made a point to try and stop the Spartan rushing game, and that's where Nick Gordon, if he can complete some passes here and there and open things up, it's going to be a bonus for the Spartans tonight. 1st and 6, ball on the 7. Spartans are dealing. Let's see what they can do here. 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Counterplay.
Gator, is he in? Oh, he's down at the 1-yard line. Nice counter play. We call that the Gator, where the guard and the tackle both pull.
Hence the name, the OG and T and Gator right there.
Uh-huh. Second and, what do we have? 2nd and goal?
3rd and goal.
3rd and goal on the 1.
Spartans are going to pound it in right here. Yeah, there it is.
Boom. Dylan Taraski
on
in
the touchdown.
for the touchdown.
No surprise there. You knew it was coming. It's just a matter of can the Mustangs stop it or not. And they
couldn't. So it's 20-6. Bella Valoni gets the call to come out and do the extra point. 2 for 2 tonight. Let's see if she can make it a hat trick.
Nice snap, nice hold.
Oh, and punches it through. Did we get a number on the center?
I think it's number 50. Nice snap, nice hold in this weather. Number 50. Looking up here.
Looks like Brennan Horrigan is our long snapper. Nice job tonight on the punts, on the extra points.
He didn't let go either, or let off. That thing went whizzing back there.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'd be a little scared, but he's got Steinbacher, All-State hands back there.
He's on the all-hands team.
I think he's sponsored by State Farm.
All right, we've got Spartans lining up to kick off to NorthPointe. Spartans are up 21-6, 4 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Nice kick by Dylan Taraski, a bounce. He picks it up. And boom, he's down at about the 31. Hey, well, we've got a change in possession here. I want to talk about the varsity cheer team. Gwen Amadeo, Casey Sharon, Jocelyn Garza, Julia Hernandez, Cassidy Longworth, Janela Mack, Peyton Petak, Bethany Poling, and we'll take a pause there and finish that up in a moment. NorthPointe Christian on the 33. Pounds the ball up the middle with the fullback. Continuing on with the varsity cheer team, Emily Postema, Araceli Vasquez, Abby Warfield, Emma Jemick, and Abby Zurich. Head coach, Heather Otterson, assistant coach, Josie Zurich. Great job, ladies.
Braving the elements, braving the weather. It's got to be cold. They're still trying to fire up the student sections and the crowd.
Good
cheer
to
on the
see you
football
out
team.
here.
Love it. We'll have to give a shout out to our band. They haven't been able to be here all season, but they are definitely missed with Mr. Walsh and their energy that they bring to a halftime show and to the football game. So shout out to any of those band members and Mr. Walsh. We do miss you guys, and I can't wait to see you guys out here, hopefully next year.
So, NorthPointe Mustangs pound the fullback up the middle one more time. That's 3rd and 3, ball on 36.
Yeah, Todd, you got definitely a pivotal point in the game right here. Spartans up 21-6. Running out of time a little bit. Not necessarily panic mode, but if they can't get something started here, it could become that.
This is not what I would call a fast-scoring, quick-score offense. They got a little counter action. Oh, Sparta's waiting for it.
Sniffed out by the Spartans.
They were not fooled.
Assignment football, doing what you're supposed to do. Big 4th down here, and no surprise, looks like the Mustangs are going to go for it.
They're going to have to. Mm-hmm. What do you always tell your backside end? Stay at home. Stay at home. And they did. Mm-hmm. And they were rewarded. 4th and 3, ball on the 40. NorthPointe's going to go for it. 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter.
Once again, the option is covered up, but he's squeaked out of there, but that's going to be a turnover on down.
Yep. Sparta's going to get the ball in their own territory, 40-yard line. I tell you what, it's been the same thing over and over. That quarterback is going back in the backfield. By the time that tailback gets the ball, he's 7 yards deep.
You know, we saw the first play of the game. It was ran the smoothest it was ran all night with the quarterback being tight and get up the field. They haven't been able to replicate that, but they've been trying very hard to do that. Every time they've needed a lot of yards or a big play, they've went to it, and it's never been successful. So you're wondering what's going on with the playing calling, kind of being the same thing.
And you got to give credit to the big beefy guys in the middle, and they're taking away the fullback and pushing them back into the backfield. Here we go, Sam Whitmore.
I got some laundry on the field. This is going to be coming back.
Nice run.
Got a holding at the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring and neglect a good run by Sam Whitmore.
Yeah, they ran jet there, and Sam, tall kid, basketball player, and he gets out in the open field and runs. It's a good
I've been
thing.
talking to him. I just wish he would put on about 40 pounds. He's getting bigger, but that dude with about 30 more pounds on that frame is super scary. He's scary already. But I'm telling you, if his parents are listening, vitamin D milk, peanut butter and jelly sandwiches until he throws them up.
I don't even know what to say. 1st and 24, ball on the 45.
Going to the air here. I like it.
Oh, that was there.
Number 11.
Skittles.
Sarver.
Was it?
Number 11, Sarver on the Mustangs had a great play to deflect it, but I like what we had. Dylan Tarowski comes out long and
Spartans
third down.
They're moving in the wrong direction.
Yeah, sorry for the technical difficulties. If you joined us, Spartans have been going the wrong way here. They got a very long third down.
Third and 28, ball on their own 37.
Jailbreak screen, just a run, something safe here, nothing crazy. Yeah, illegal
A little
motion.
gator coming back.
Yeah, gonna have another 5-yard penalty. I imagine NorthPointe's gonna probably decline this.
Absolutely.
Yeah, illegal motion. You had 2 guys moving.
So I don't know what's up with the Spartan offense all of a sudden, but just mistakes.
Yeah, I think we were having some technical difficulties, but Tarowski went in motion on the second down play, didn't get the ball, looked around and turned around to Nick Gordon like, hey, you should have handed it off to me. And Nick Gordon was kind of dead in the rights, basically.
And
with the ball.
thrown to the ground.
Yeah, so Spartans lost a lot of yards on that drive.
Yeah, looked like Sparta's going to punt here. Mike Reardon.
Look at the wind. This is not going to be fun to punt into. He's got to keep this low and try and drive it to the left side or the right side.
And hopefully get a good bounce. Good snap. Boom.
Very nice
punt. Nice punt.
Definitely will take that.
Yeah. And it's touched dead on the 36-yard line.
Yeah, the Spartan
where
defense
NorthPointe will take over.
Comes out last night. The JV football team finished up their football season, not as successful as they would want, as they lost to the Coopersville Broncos, our neighbors, 35-0 last night. Some other scores we did have volleyball going on, but they got canceled against Kellogg'sville.
I'll tell you what, the 78er program won a doubleheader, beating Kennewa. The 8th grade won and the 7th grade won their first game of the season.
Very nice.
So
best way to end the season.
Everyone's happy. Pass by NorthPointe Christian, just a little bit high and through the hands.
Yeah, attempted for number 2 Brown right there from Kohler. Nice throw. Might have been a little too much heat on it for the conditions tonight.
But that's something new that we have not seen tonight.
And it looks like they're always trying to roll him out. In that time, he definitely got to sit back in a pocket, set his feet, and get a nice throw. So usually he's always been on the move.
36 seconds left in the third quarter. The Spartans are up 21-6. NorthPointe Christian, 2nd and 10, ball on the 36. Looking to try and bring this game a little bit closer. Fullback right up the middle.
Oh, looks like the ball came out.
Oh!
And I think Sparta has it. Justin Mentelowitz thinks that he's not down.
It was almost a replay of last year. He scored.
I don't think he was rolling around on some bodies. He was definitely down.
So, turnover. Sparta is going to take possession at around the 36-yard line. Looks like the NorthPointe ball carrier was just stripped while he was standing up, and Sparta gets the ball.
Yeah,
that's another turnover for NorthPointe.
Big mosh pit in there, and someone just started punching at the ball, and that sucker came free.
So Spartan offense takes the field with 27 seconds left in the third quarter. They're up by 15 points and looking to add to it. Nick Gordon under center.
Like Sam Whitmore this way. There it is. Nice job to get some yards on that.
Nice run. I tell you what.
Mustangs spread it out, did what they had to do, but then Sam Whitmore did a little razzle-dazzle, a little whoop there, a little whoop then, and ran up the field for a good game.
They had 3 defenders out there. He was patient, bided his time, found a little hole, and just
shimmy shake.
Yep. 7-yard gain. Looks to be 2nd and 3. Ball on the 30.
I'm going to say Tarowski, same play, opposite side of the field.
Tarowski on the jet sweep. outside.
Just out running people over there.
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, Dylan is a pretty well-built young man. Wrestler, football player, but he was a league sprint champion in middle school. He is fast.
Yeah, and you can see that as the third quarter winds down here, you saw a couple NorthPointe Mustangs kind of laying on the ground. You're starting to wonder how much they have left in the tank as the Spartans are just basically grounding and pounding this whole game. So you can smell blood in the water if you're here for the Spartans here.
So while we're switching sides of the field and they're talking things over, we're going to talk about the coaching staff. The head coach of the Sparta Spartans is Mark Chapman. Assistant coaches are Brian Busen, Jeff Cowdrey, Tim Roskamp, Keith Tidy, Logan Tidy, Mason Tidy, Jimmy Vandenberg, and Steve Zurich. The ball boy tonight is Grady Busen. So with that big gainer by Dylan Tarosky, it's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 20-yard line.
Spartans going in for a score here. If they definitely put it in, it's going to put NorthPointe in a humongous disadvantage. It's going to be tough to come back.
Especially with that
down 22, you're going to have to
with
pass
that
the ball.
option offense, and they're not used to it.
Yep.
And by keeping the ball on the ground, the Spartans are running the clock. Scooney in the backfield, Nick Gordon underneath. A little trap play to Scooney up the middle. Nice gain of 10 yards.
It just hit beautifully watching it from the backside angle because you're supposed to get up there, watch your guard go across your face, kick the guy out, get through the line of scrimmage, and bust it out to the left.
Right.
And that's exactly how that play was ran.
Those linemen will make a wall for you and you just hug the wall.
That's how you write it up, and when they do it correctly, it always works.
It's a beautiful thing. 1st and goal, ball on the 9-yard line maybe.
Scooney again up the middle, running tough.
Nice.
It's like a big rhino up there.
Pounds down to the 4-yard line. It's good to see Scooney running the ball. I love watching him run. He's so smooth.
I mean, that's a kid I think will block 99 times and get the ball once and complain 0 amount of times.
Agreed.
And here we got
Agreed.
him. This is what I'm talking about. See how he's offset,
He's
over
offset.
here? So I think we're coming this way. Yep.
Yep. Jet sweep.
Okay. Yeah.
And Dylan pounds the ball down to about the 3-yard line.
Could be potentially setting something up, but every time Scoon's been way out there to either side, it's kind of been a sweep. So that's a little bit of a telltale sign for that. So I don't know if they're trying to potentially set up stuff for next week.
Maybe a bootleg, maybe a counter coming back.
Ooh.
But I tell you what, they're pretty much just saying, hey, we're running jet. Please try and stop us.
Mm-hmm.
3rd down and goal, ball on the 3. And we're going to talk it over with a timeout.
Yeah, with talking about that, should we look forward to next week? The MHSA playoffs start, and everyone makes it. There is a new playoff, basically, point system. The bigger teams and the better teams you play, you're going to get more points from, which is basically a little change from last year and what it's kind of been. So with looking at it, in our district, we have in no particular order. We have Fruitport, Coopersville, Allendale, Spring Lake, Sparta, Whitehall, Ada, Forest Hills, Eastern, and Fremont. So 8 teams, 3 games to win a district championship and move on. If you don't know, there's a great website called snooze2u.com. That 2 is the number 2. And he has pretty accurate playoff pairings. Currently right now, they have Sparta with a home game playing in Whitehall. But we know that can all change and be a mix with what everyone does tonight.
Here we go. Dylan Tarowski up the middle down to about the 1 yard line.
And the Mustangs are not giving up here. They know they need to stop
It's going
to
be
get themselves in the game.
4th and goal from the 1 yard line. Sparta's going to go for it, try and put a stake through the heart of the NorthPointe Christian Mustangs and put them out of their misery.
It's like my high school sweetheart.
Hope she's not listening out there. All right. Here we go. Nick Gordon under center.
Spread it wide.
Get in there.
Oh, I don't know if he made it.
He may have been out of bounds.
I don't think he made it, yeah. So the Mustangs get a must-needed stop to keep themselves in the game because they are still 2 scores. And with 9:46, it's going to be a tall task uphill both ways. But they keep themselves alive.
They keep themselves alive, but they're alive on about the 5-inch line.
Once again, they give themselves great field position. It has been the story of the night. They haven't had great field position. Spartans have had terrific.
So they're going to have to go about 99.5 yards to get a score here. And I tell you what, they can't go backwards, or it's going to be 2 points for Sparta. Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen.
Spartan faithful are pounding their feet. Everyone loves to see a safety.
Option.
Oh, they're going to get some room, though.
Boom. Out to the 5-yard line, and definitely some room to operate. That's got to feel a little bit better for their offense. Gunnar Busen there on the stop. The defensive backs have done a really nice job to the outside coming up and hitting the quarterback, hitting the option man.
Well, it's been nice. They've been supportive in the run game, but they've still been cautious enough to be back and be pass coverage as well. And there he is on
quarterback
the run.
rolling
up.
Oh, no.
Get on the ball!
Get on the ball!
That's an easy touchdown right there.
Touchdown!
Who got it?
Sparta!
I don't know who got it.
I tell you what, he rolled to his left, and he was looking downfield, and he was just crushed by a Spartan defender. That ball went on the ground, and somebody, I think it might be Seth Phillips.
Yeah, Seth
landed
Phillips.
on it for a touchdown.
It doesn't get much easier than that, that's for sure.
Seth, I'm happy for him. He's a great kid. Not often that the defensive linemen get to score touchdowns.
Looks like everyone was a little excited, and someone forgot they still need to be on the field goal unit.
Yeah, you better get 11 out there.
So, Valoni, no curses here, but
going for a 4th extra point of the night with the win this time.
Good snap, good hold, good
kick.
And we got
punches it through.
We're going to have to back her up, and we're going to test out the leg right now. Oh, nope, encroachment. So we're going to decline that and kick off. Her original was offensive. Could see the offense come back out here, but with the score 20-6, you probably take that and just hope your defense continues the success they've had tonight.
There we go.
All right. Looking forward to tomorrow. Big Ten football's back.
Big Ten football.
Exciting stuff. Actually, it's back tonight. Wisconsin and Illinois are currently playing. And
Michigan State playing at noon tomorrow. Michigan at 7:30.
Yeah. And it looks like, I don't know if this is extra practice for Bella Valoni, but the Spartans are going to kick it again. Not often do you see a good extra point defensive flag.
They're going to make Bella work for it.
I like it, though. Extra practice in a real-life situation.
Get there. Yes.
She is the master at getting it over by about 8 inches and right there.
After just crushing. The first time she crushed it through the uprights.
Oh, that's great.
She just eked that one over. But you know what? They all count the same.
Exactly. They all put points on the board. That's very true.
Spartans up 28-6, 8:51 left in the fourth quarter. They are going to kick off to NorthPointe Christian.
Yeah, exciting stuff for Big Ten football. Should be an interesting season.
There's no doubt about it.
8 weeks back to back with no basic error. They cannot skip a week. We've already seen the college football scene kind of be not plagued, but definitely affected by COVID.
A lot of postponements.
Games shifted around, and the Big Ten and Pac-12 have no basic room for error.
Nice kick by Dylan Tarosky, fielded by NorthPointe Christian. He brings it out to the 25-yard line, where he's met by a host of Spartans, and that's where they're going to start. Yeah, there's no doubt. 8 straight weeks.
8 straight
no
weeks.
Bye weeks.
No bye weeks. So there is no room for error. There's no room for, hey, we got to
wear
make
your
up
mask
a game.
and keep playing.
Yep. Be safe. In my opinion, they should have been playing all along. It seemed like they kind of made the call before they had to, but I'm glad we're back to playing.
I'm happy to see him out on the field tomorrow. 1st and 10, ball on the 26. Let's see what NorthPointe does here. They are behind.
They got
22
overload
points.
to the right side. Ton of people. New quarterback in there. Looks like number 5, Bron's taking over. Kohler might have took a good lick.
Yeah, just gave the ball straight up the middle to the fullback. Gain of 2. And the clock keeps on ticking.
Yeah, I said before, basically, everyone makes the playoffs next week. I think NorthPointe Christian kind of sees that it could be out of reach. There's no reason, but as I say that, they take a timeout. I don't know if that's to slow down the clock or to get personnel in. But
well, we all know as coaches that when you are shifting first teams and second teams on and off the field, a lot gets lost in transition.
100%.
Sometimes it's just easier to call a timeout and get everything settled so you don't get a penalty.
Get everyone in the right position. People are making mistakes and getting someone blown up. It's the last thing you want to see.
So on a cold, blustery October night, Spartans are up 28-6. 8:24 left in the fourth quarter. NorthPointe Christian has the ball. And I think they're going to be content just to pound the ball, run the clock, and say, guess what? We're in the playoffs next week.
Yeah, there's been a lot of basically pads and people smacking each other here.
Quarterback out on an option run. He keeps it.
You're kind of going more and more that you're kind of seeing it in college and the NFL. It kind of started in the Pro Bowl with the NFL. Like you watch I remember watching it when I was younger, and those guys would go all out. But now the Pro Bowl doesn't really mean anything, and now they're saying, I don't want to get injured. And you're kind of seeing that with college football now, with bowl games, people opting out so they can make money. And now you're saying you could potentially see it here is that everyone making the playoffs, you won't get anyone hurt, just kind of glide and put it on cruise control for the end of the game here.
Get some second stringers in there.
Get some people some playing
time. Get the PT. Everybody loves PT. You want to keep everyone happy. 3rd and 3. It's going to be 4th down and 3. It was a fullback run up the middle and met for no gain.
Yeah. Give a shout out here to the Spartan faithful. I don't think anyone has left with the weather being it. We appreciate everyone for masking up, being safe. We'd also like to give a shout out to the whole district. We had 0 cases this week, keeping people safe. So make sure that we're being safe in school. Make sure you're safe outside of school, and we can continue to be successful here in combating the COVID-19 virus.
NorthPointe over, and wow, that's I think the 4th turnover for NorthPointe tonight. A couple of bad punt snaps, a couple of bad punt decisions. Their punt game has killed them tonight.
I was going to say, we know what they're going to work on maybe Monday and Tuesday for special teams. It could be the weather. Definitely the weather is obviously playing a role in that, but it's definitely hurt them. And like a broken record, Spartans have pretty good field position at the Mustangs 14. I mean, their average field position must be the Mustangs 25 right now.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 14. Nick Gordon's still in there. He's going to step back, jailbreak screen.
Nice job, Sam Whitmore. Get in, big
Boom!
man.
Touchdown, Sam Whitmore. And that is exactly.
That's a big boy.
That's exactly how they draw that up.
Big tree fall hard right there, that's for sure. He was bouncing off people like he was rubber. Nice job. Great throw by Nick Gordon to get it out to him. That jailbreak screen is hard because that wide receiver has to trust that he's not going to get shellacked in the middle and then get even farther in the middle to get upfield. So
after being taught all your life to get to the outside, it's counterintuitive to say run to the middle.
I think we can dub Bella Vallone Miss Automatic, because she
5 for 5 tonight.
And I don't think I've seen her missed. The 3 games I've done, I don't think I've seen her miss.
Yeah, she's been fantastic this year. I think the Kellogg'sville game, when they put up 56, she may have had 7 extra points.
Why you got to
game.
bring that up? Why you got to bring it up?
Hey,
I wasn't
she's
here.
doing fantastic.
She has made it through the broadcaster curses, everything. Very nice.
All right, 6:33 left here in the fourth quarter. It's 35-6. Spartans on top. Dylan Tarasky, or is that John Rosemuck kicking off?
I think
that was
Dylan's a little shorter than John, and because he's very
again
tall.
my old man eyes can't focus in.
Oh, that was a good one.
I tell you what, nice kick
by Dylan Tarasky.
It's going to be 1st and 10, ball on the 20. And let's see what NorthPointe has dialed up.
I think everyone's
probably
ready
a little
to,
more of fullback dive.
Yeah, everyone's probably ready to warm up the buses, the vehicles, and get in the car after this cold night here.
I tell you what, I bet Sparta, there's not a cold person on the Spartan sideline right now.
Everyone's a little
because you know what
up.
Keeps you warm?
Winning. Yep.
And scoring points.
It fixes problems. Does
Seth
a lot
Phillips
of stuff.
isn't cold.
Nope, that's for sure.
Oh! Ooh.
Nice tackle. Number 21, I like he kept his feet moving. Gunnar Busen, nice job, young
coming
man.
Up and making the stick.
The sophomore, the young blood up there. Nice job.
You might recognize him. He is the older brother of the ball boy, Grady Busen.
Yes, that's
and
true.
And son of Brian Busen, the offensive coordinator.
Yeah.
So, nice job coming up, making the stick. We have 2nd and 10, ball on the 14. Clock is running.
Oh,
no.
Seth Phillips
is
basically tackled the fullback.
The place.
The quarterback was all over everyone on that play. Nice job by him. Like to give a big shout out to Mr. Owens and his crew up here. We got like 7 people up here. We're running cameras, running all this stuff. As always, they're doing an amazing job bringing Sparta football and all the Sparta sports into your living room, and his crew is just amazing. These are all Sparta high school students with some alumni helping out, and we just really appreciate them putting this production together. It's definitely very unique to Sparta High School.
On 3rd and 9, NorthPointe gives to the fullback. There's no gain, and it looks like NorthPointe, do you even punt it? Do you even try and punt it after this?
Are you taking and give him the ball?
Yeah, I don't know. But I guess what? You can practice it.
You gotta. Practice is perfect. And I remember when we used to play, we'd have a couple days where we'd soak some balls in the water for football to get used to the wetness if it ever did rain. So you'd waterlog some balls.
So NorthPointe is back. They are going to try and punt it again. Best of luck to him. Nice snap.
There it is.
There we go.
Moose has a chain around his neck. I don't know if that's a turnover chain. I don't know if that is a team thing or if he just went to the local Lowe's and bought him himself and has dubbed that the turnover chain made famous by Miami. And now they're posing for pictures on the sidelines.
Oh, boy.
And we are juiced up, that is for sure.
4:08 left here in the fourth quarter. In between giant turnover chain pictures. The Spartans are ahead 35-6.
We have a personal photo shoot going down on the sideline currently.
Future models down there.
Yes. Probably hand models.
Looks like they've got the second string offense in there, and
That's
to
good.
me that means Ben Post at quarterback, hopefully.
Heck yeah, you'd like to see the 54 at quarterback.
No, I don't see him, though.
No, he is there. He's
Is
in
he there?
He's in shotgun.
All
Hey,
right.
if we could get a pair of binoculars donated for Mr. Porsky next week, that'd be generous of someone. Oh, nice run by Ben Post. I like it.
You know what you're going to see a lot of if Ben Post is in the game? Him running the ball.
I agree. That's a
because
big
they
boy.
love for him to run the ball.
You know what? He's part of the all-state hair team as well. He's another person who's grew out his hair over the extended break as well.
I saw him in the hallway the other day. I haven't seen him much this year. He does have good hair.
Yes, he's got a flow going on. You can't see his face half the time. He's just got a basically mop on his head, but it's a lot of hair.
It's a lot of hair. There's no doubt. Handoff underneath. And the offensive line is moving the pile.
Kyle Weeder on the first down there, running tough, getting downhill.
Wheat getting some positive yardage. I love it. I'll tell you what, Jordan, I was down at the middle school yesterday. And you know what I saw a lot of? Mullets.
Mullets. Yes, we have not.
There's an outbreak of mullets down at the middle school.
We definitely have
cow.
There are some good mullets in the high school and middle school. We appreciate it, bringing back the 80s.
We might, if we're back again next week for a playoff game, we might have to have an all-mullet team.
That's probably true. Number 23 takes it around the edge right there.
Gain of
Summer Singh.
Summer Singh.
I could use
2-yard gain.
The name brings back nostalgia from a couple months ago with looking at this weather. So Summer Singh running hard, running on the outside. Maybe we should. I see some teams during the playoffs. You see them dye their hair as kind of a camaraderie kind of thing. Maybe we could go mullets with the football team. Go straight up. Go the super cuts down on Alpine. See if
maybe
we can
get a sponsorship going.
We've been chucking them out all night. So if you would like to be kind of broadcasting here, get some free advertisement.
We're looking for mullet haircuts. Yep. Ben Post running the ball.
It's a big boy right there.
Pile drives a NorthPointe Christian defender out of bounds.
It's like one of those big quarterbacks.
Says hello.
That's like Cam Newton, like Dante Culpepper back in the day. Like, those guys shouldn't be quarterback at 6'5", 240. I don't want to be hit by that.
Well, I'm telling you, Ben Post usually is a starting offensive tackle.
Just a train.
And he's the backup quarterback. You've got to love that.
Yeah. You know he ain't afraid to get hit. He ain't going out of bounds.
3rd and 6, ball on the 23. 2:10 left here in the game. Ben Post in the shotgun.
Summer Singh walking out. Uh-oh. Ben Post looks to hand off to no one. Take it himself up the field.
I think he was just showing it to the defense. And then he said, psych, and took off up the field.
Talked about Saturday, talk about Sunday. Lions again with a, I don't know if you call it impressive win over Jaguars.
Are the Lions still playing?
The Lions are still playing. They take on Atlanta. We can see who can blow the biggest lead in the second half between them two. Should be a good game. Lots of points with an interesting ending to it. I picked up Matt Ryan on my fantasy football team in order to get some points. There's the play they're looking for. I think they ran it again.
Is that Summer Singh with the carry?
I think that's number 9. Number 5,
Number
Steinbacher.
5, Steinbacher.
Tell you what, a heck of a pitcher. on the mound for baseball when looking at
He
it.
had a catch in the first half. He gets a carry in the second half.
Heck of a blocker downfield as well.
All right, the Sparta Spartans milking the clock. Down to a minute left in the game. They're up 35-6.
Looks like we got the V, the victory formation coming out here. Gonna take a knee.
Ben doesn't want to take a knee. He wants to run the ball. I'm sure he's telling Chapman that.
So when we look at it, we're gonna have
He takes a knee.
We're gonna have the playoff selection show on Sunday here. Figure out where the Spartans are at with a 4-2 record. It is predicted that we probably will have a home game. The opponent is TBD. We do not know yet with everything going on tonight, whoever's winning and losing. But it looks for sure that we're going to have a home playoff game. If we do, we will come live to you next Friday from Spartan Field as well.
We'll be back.
With Mullins.
10 seconds left. Ben Post takes a knee, and that is going to be it for this game. Spartans win 35-6. I am Todd Toporski. I am with Jordan Morse. Thanks for hanging out with us.
We appreciate coming into your living room every Friday. I think we give a big shout out. I think one of our biggest listeners is your wife, Marcy.
Marcy's
Toporski.
listening at
she
home.
Loves to
Maybe
listen.
the girls spread out around
Yep.
are listening too. But
we appreciate everyone listening, and we look forward to coming into your living room, vehicle, phone, whatever it is, next week.
All right. Thank you.